Hello everyone, welcome to Sunburned. Albino plays Ace Attorney Trilogy episode 96. Dude, I hate this saga, like, I'll just say it. I don't like the Dahlia Hawthorne saga. It's super drawn out. Why is this bitch here again? She's already skirted punishment like 4 times. I'm done with her. Get her out of here. And then this is another, like, spirit medium thing, and, like, literally every single character in this episode is a chick, and I can't do all the voices! I can't do it! Let's examine some stuff.
Look at this antique dresser. I wonder if there's anything valuable inside. Let's have a look. Nothing. Just a bunch of clothes. Hey, Nick.
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking.
Oh, about Iris, I bet. Looks like you've been bitten by the love bug, Nick.
There are a bunch of musty-looking blankets and bedding sets piled up here. I wonder why they're even here in the first place.
It's because all spiritual training is done under the supervision of a nun. I wonder if Sister Bikini is planning to sleep in here while I train.
But if they sleep, what's the point of having them here in the first place? Damn, Maya doesn't like me. 'Cause she was all like, ooh, you love her. And she seemed real happy about it. I don't understand how people can do that. I don't know how people can, like, be happy for other people. Just leave it there. A hanging scroll. Oh, well, I didn't get to read the rest of that. Ah! Ah! What is it? Why did you scream like that?
This scroll. It's my mother.
What?
It's Misty Faye, the master of the Korean School of Channeling.
Are you sure?
Yes. That crest at the top of the scroll. That's the special mark of the master of our tradition.
So that's what the mark means. What is it?
Nothing. It's just that I last saw her over 15 years ago. If it wasn't for that crest, I wouldn't have even known it was her. My own mother. And I can't even recognize her face.
Maya. Oh, so that author lady is, Misty Faye? Alright, cool. Glad we sorted that out. Also, she's gonna die because she was the chick with the silver hair on the ground. They just spoiled the whole episode.
The actual training area must be on the other side of this door. I wonder what it's like. Phooey, it's locked. Come on, Nick. You know you want to open it for me.
I can't.
You've been in kind of a bad mood lately, haven't you, Nick? Savari! I know what it is! I-R-I-S. Iris and Nick sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
Like, if you do like somebody, I don't know how the thought of them with other people could bring you anything but desolation and despair. Okay, let's move along. Where are we going?
Phew, we managed to make it across Dusty Bridge. Nick, you look green. Are you feeling alright? Hey, what's wrong with you? Ever since we met Sister Iris at the training hall, you've been really quiet.
Huh? Oh, sorry.
Hey, you, wait up. Who's that? You think he's yelling at us?
He must be. There's no one else around. Would you mind moving? You're standing right in my way. Oh, it's you. What the? Dude, why are you here? I'm so sick of this dude also. Stop bringing him back. Nobody cares about him. Ah.
Hey, I know you. You're...
Whoa, sorry. Gotta run. See ya. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Larice Donham. Liar, you're Larry. Your clothes may change, but you're still the butts. Shut up! I'm Larice! And I'm just here to do a sketch of Dusky Bridge.
So, it really is our Larry. Not that I get why he's pretending to be someone else.
Yeah, that seems to be going around. Pretending to be somebody else. Why do people like this case again? So what are you doing with the last name Donham? Well, I wanted to start over again, with a clean slate.
A clean slate?
You remember, don't you? Last time? The Mask to Mask case. After that, I started to realize I didn't like this guy known as Larry Butts. And that's when I came across it. The Book of Destiny.
The Book of Destiny? Do you mean...
The Magic Bottle by Miss Elisa Donham. It's so beautiful, so moving, so gentle. My heart felt cleansed. I was saved. Maybe I should buy a copy of The Magic Bottle.
Wow, Larry would make a great book salesman. I really want to get that book now, too.
She's the most wonderful person I've ever met. I'd follow her anywhere. Dude, every single person in this episode is pretending to be somebody they're not.
Well, she certainly is a very elegant lady.
You see? You see? Here's a photo I took of her in secret.
Wow, that's a beautiful photo.
You want a copy, don't you? It's okay. I just happen to have made extra prints. That's not creepy at all. Still, it's kind of hard to imagine you as a picture book illustrator. So tell the truth. You must have some kind of ulterior motive, right? What are you talking about? I don't trust anyone anymore, especially not women.
Talk about a bad case of denial.
Anyway, can you even draw well enough to make a picture book? Art isn't only about technical skill, you know. It's also about having a pure heart. And that's why I'm asking, can you draw well enough to make a whole book? Now that you mention it, I wonder.
It looks like you still have some doubt in your heart.
It's true, I do. But when I first saw her, I felt it. Something inside me ended, and something else began.
Oh, Larry, it sounds like you've fallen in love with Miss Elise Donham.
No, you're wrong. It's not her. It's the other girl. Other girl? Uh-oh. I got a bad feeling about this. Oh, would you possibly be referring to this girl? Oh yeah, her! My little Iris!
She's really pretty.
This girl, she's perfect. She's exactly my type. I wonder if she would model for me. I want to draw a portrait of her.
Yeah, you always liked those model types, didn't you, Larry? Hey, wait a sec. Didn't you say you were swearing off women?
Huh? Yeah, that's right. Of course I have. I have, basically. But Iris is different. I feel like I still have one chance left at the dream. This guy will never change.
Everyone! Hey, Pearly! Dinner preparations are complete. Please come quickly to the main hall. Alright, I can't wait to dig in, Pearly. I'm going to go to the inner temple and call Sister Iris. I also want to have a look at where Mystic Maya is going to be training.
Dude, the best thing this episode could do right now is kill Iris. That would actually save it for me. Make it so Iris is the victim, and then perhaps we sort of go out with some big bout of sympathy for her despite everything. Who knows? Maybe we discover more stuff about her that's like, oh, this is circumstantially sort of puts some of the stuff she did in context, except that she poisoned several people. And, electrocuted another person. And... is that all? I think that's all.
Boy, am I stuffed.
Are you sure it's alright to eat that much before your training?
Well, this kind of training is a battle of endurance. Mystic Maya, please don't do anything that might put your health at risk. No pain, no gain, I guess. I'm still worried about you.
Well, 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 let's not dilly-dally, shilly-shally. You must get ready for tonight.
Good luck, Maya. Alright, here I go. I'll see you all tomorrow, I guess.
Iris, please ring the bell at 10 for lights out, alright?
Yes, Sister Bikini.
And then, after you ring the bell, I want you to come join us at the training hall.
I understand, Sister Bikini.
Maya and Bikini really seem excited about this training thing tonight. Well, Pearl, what are you going to do tonight?
Well,
I mean, she's not that old. I don't have a 50-year-old voice. I have like 90 and 30. That's my range.
If you'd like, you can come to my room. Perhaps we can read some books together. Really? I'd love to. I'm not very good at reading. Ha ha ha. Well then, would you like to practice reading with me? I'd love to.
Pearls is absolutely smitten with Miss Donham. So Larry, what are you going to do? Huh? Me? Well, I'm just gonna hang out in my room. I can't stand the cold at all. I totally hear you there.
Miss Elise? So, for example, how do you read this?
It says gravely. That's kind of a tough word.
Oh, okay. And what about this word?
That's another tough one. It says roast. What kind of a book is she reading anyway?
Well, I'm going to go wash the dishes and help clean up. I'll go visit you when I'm done, Miss Elisa.
I haven't decided between Elise or Elisa. Elise is probably more regal, you know? Well, not too much to do except head to my room and huddle under the covers, I guess. Hazakurataku! Ugh, it's a whole different type of cold up here in the mountains. Why couldn't the nearest bathroom be just a little closer to my room?
Mr. Wright?
Yeah! Oh, it's you. Oh, Miss Donham, are you going to use the bathroom too? No, but have you seen Pearl? No, not since after dinner. I thought she said she was going to go to your room. I know, but she never showed up. I'm going to go look for her. Excuse me. Dude, what if they killed Pearl? Miss Elise Donham. A woman as mysterious in origin as her last name. But the really mysterious one is...
Oh.
Ah! Sister Iris!
Good evening.
The really mysterious one is this girl.
Are you on your way to the bathroom too, Mr. Wright?
I can't let this chance pass me by. I should try to talk with her, and maybe get some answers. Oh wow, she just took her hood off just like that. Okay. I mean, she's gonna have a psych lock, 100%. Your sister Iris, right?
Yes.
So, when did you come to Hazakura Temple?
I don't remember. Ever since I was a small child, the temple has been my home.
So you've never left?
Well, I don't have any family left to take care of me. Sister Bikini, I've come to think of her as my real mother, as it were.
Ah, I see. But didn't you go to college? And maybe enroll in the Ivy University Literature Department?
No, I never had an interest in going to a big university like that. My training is all the education I need.
I see.
But, once in a while, when I get the chance, I make a trip to the nearby town. I can use a computer and a cell phone, too.
That's not exactly something worth bragging about. But I don't see any psych locks. So I guess that means she's not lying.
Please don't stare at me like that.
What kind of a place is this anyway? I heard it's for training to increase your spiritual power or something like that.
It must seem awfully crazy to normal people like you.
Well, I have to admit it is a whole different world up here.
I'm glad to hear you say that.
Huh?
Talking with dead people. Who does it help anyway? I hate it.
Really? So then why stay in a place like this?
Ah!
Is something wrong?
I didn't realize it was so late. I have to go and ring the bell for lights out.
I guess it's almost 10 o'clock now, huh?
Mr. Wright?
Yes?
If it's alright with you, I would like you to have this.
But this is your hood.
It has the power to protect you from evil spirits.
Come to think of it, Sister Bikini was wearing one of these too.
I pray for your safety on this dark, cold night. I'm sorry, but I must bid you good night.
Wait a minute, Sister Iris.
Yes?
Just now, you called me by my name. You said Mr. Wright. How did you know my name? I never introduced myself to you.
That's...
Sister Iris, please tell me the truth. You and I... Have we ever met before? There we go. Oh, yep, it's the biggest.
Iris? Oh, it's almost 10. Perhaps we can speak again tomorrow.
Who's gonna die? This episode has felt the most like Danganronpa to me, though, because it's like, this is the first time we sort of already know who's gonna die, because, like, they literally foreshadowed it, but if you push that aside, then it's like, you know, like, there's a gong, and then nighttime comes, and then it's like, will all the characters make it to the morning? So, it has that sort of intensity to it, which I enjoy. That's always what's hooked me about Danganronpa. So, my hunch was correct. She does know me. I'll have to try to talk with her again tomorrow.
Ah!
What the? That blood-curdling scream came from the courtyard. That scream. I'm sure it came from around here. Ah! Someone's there, on the ground. Miss Doneem! Squish. I just stepped on something soft. Was it poop?
Hey, don't step on my tummy like that!
What are you doing lying there in the snow?
I was passed out! What do you think?
So that blood-curdling scream was you?
Forget about that! Hurry up and call the police!
Is there even a phone in the main hall?
No, but we still get reception up here in the mountains. You must have a cell phone on you, right?
I didn't bring it with me.
Oh, you're useless! I mean, even Iris has a cell phone. We've got no choice. You'll have to use the public phone by Dusky Bridge. Hurry, hurry, hurry! Run as fast as you can!
Yes, ma'am.
If you don't hurry, Iris will...
She'll what? It's farther than I thought. The bridge is just up ahead. I have to go tell Maya what happened too. Ah! Whoa! Dusky Bridge! It's burning down! What the heck happened? What are you doing here? Ah! Huh? What is it? Is it me? Don't scare me like that, Larry. I almost had a heart attack. My name isn't Larry, it's Larice. Larry, hurry up and call the police. I'm going to the inner temple. Don't be stupid. The bridge is nothing but a burning wreck right now. Listen to me. There's been a murder here at Hazakura Temple. What? The murderer might have fled across the bridge. I have to make sure Maya is safe. But please, call the police. I've got to go. Get out of my way, Larry. It's too dangerous. Nick, wait. I must have been crazy. I knew how dangerous it was, but I still went for it. Crack. Oh! Nick! Weakened even more by the fire, the rickety old bridge's planks snapped and gave way. And as I was swallowed by the eternal darkness that surrounded me, a final terrified scream rose up to pierce the frozen air of that harrowing night. Oh my god! Oh damn. Dude, we even knew what was happening and they still made it exciting. That's good storytelling right there. Or we even knew what was going to happen, I should say. Date. Meh. Time. Meh. Location. Meh. Who could that be at this time of night? Oh, it's Edgeworth. Yes, Edgeworth speaking. Edgy, get up! It's an emergency! Huh? Larry? Do you know what time it is? It's not Larry, it's Larice! Larice Donan! This is nothing more than a terrible nightmare. I'll just roll over and... Wait! Don't hang up! It's an emergency! It's Nick! He took a really nasty spill! Well, it wouldn't be the first time, so... I'm not joking! His life is in danger! What? What happened? Tell me. Talk about a guy with bad luck. He may already be dead. Anyway, you've gotta come back. You're the only one that can help. My Iris. My beautiful Iris. She needs help. All right. I don't know what's going on, but I'll be there as soon as I can. I'm at the detention center. Please, hurry! Oh, is Iris on trial again? Again? Oh, but this time we're defending her. Oh, what a cruel twist of fate! It's been 1 year since I left that country. I thought I wouldn't have to see him again for a while. Sounds like it won't be a pretty reunion. As if I expected anything to change. So do we play as Edgeworth this time then? Makes sense. You're late, Edgy! What took you so long? I don't want to hear it. I chartered a private jet to come as quickly as I could. Well, you should have chartered a faster one. Anyway, just listen. Something happened to Miss Elise, and Nick is... Maya, and Iris is Bikini. Huh? Say something, Edgy! Before I came here, I stopped by the hospital and paid Ride a visit. I believe I have a better understanding of the situation than you at this point. The murder victim was the picture book author, Miss Elisa Donan. She was found by Wright and the head nun. The suspect is the temple's younger nun. Then later, while Wright was crossing the bridge, it broke and he fell into the river. The hospital says that he'll need at least 2 days of bed rest. Yes! That's right! You got it! But they arrested her! My sweet little Iris! And here I was, convinced he was the one the police had arrested. However, I still don't understand what these 2 items are for. What are you talking about? They're things Wright gave to me when I was leaving his room. This is the first. He said some nonsense about being able to see into people's hearts with this. And the other... He couldn't possibly be asking what I think he is. Could he? I'm begging you! Iris's trial starts tomorrow! With Nick out of the picture, you're all I've got left! You're the only one that can represent her! What did you just say? You know, represent! Defend! What were you expecting? Why do you think I called you anyway? I'm a prosecutor, Larry, a prosecutor. Do you understand what I'm saying? A prosecutor is a lawyer who... Don't talk to me like a kid! I graduated from junior high, you know. Don't worry about it. I promise I won't tell. But I heard a paper badge had no problem fooling an entire court before. How could this country's judicial system have fallen into such decay? Please, Edgy, at least listen to her. Listen to Iris's side of the story. So Wright wasn't joking when he gave me this badge after all. Thank you for coming. My name is Iris. Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. I don't know if I can be of any help, but I will at least hear what you have to say about the murder. Mr. Wright, how is he?
Mr. Larice said that he might even die.
Fortunately, he will be fine. Larry, you moron, how could you say something like that? He was badly bruised when he hit the water, but otherwise he is unharmed.
Thank goodness.
But he's caught some kind of nasty cold.
A cold?
He's running a high fever and is drifting in and out of consciousness. I must be imagining things. This woman, I feel like I've met her before. Pardon me, Iris. I would like to ask you something if you don't mind. I have the distinct feeling you and I have met before.
It must be your imagination, Mr. Edgeworth. After all, I hardly ever leave Hazakura Temple.
Hazakura Temple? What's that?
It's a place where those who wish to boost their spiritual power come to train. You need to undergo some very difficult training to release your inner spiritual power.
Spiritual power? Did you go to that temple for that reason as well?
No, I don't have any spiritual powers. I don't need them.
In that case, what are you doing at that temple then?
I've committed some sins. Sins that I need to pay for. That's why I'm there, and why I continue to train. To purify my soul.
I want to ask you about last night. The night of the crime.
Alright. I helped to clean up after dinner, and then went back to my room at about 8. Later, I left my room to ring the lights out bell at 10.
Bell?
We ring it at the same time each night.
I see. And then?
And then... I was told to go to the training hall, but I went back to my room and stayed there.
Why didn't you go to the training hall like you were asked to?
I was frightened.
Frightened?
So I just stayed in my room and meditated until the murder happened.
There's more to her story. I just know there is. Maybe I should dig a little deeper. You were asked to go to the training hall on the night of the murder?
Yes.
However, you didn't go. Because you say you were frightened. What exactly were you so frightened of? Of course. Well, at least that one's smaller. What in the world?
Is there something wrong?
I'm sorry, it's nothing. It looks like she's not aware of them herself. These must be what Wright was talking about. The psycho-locks. Psycho-locks. I believe he said that I need to present this Magatama item to do something. But we don't have... Iris's hood might come into it if she was afraid of like an evil spirit or something. Photo of Elisa, temple map, hanging scroll. I seriously doubt that we have enough stuff to do this right now. So do you have any idea as to what really occurred last night?
I think it was the result of the tremendous spiritual power that was unleashed.
Spiritual power?
Yes. Spiritual training has been a cause behind great many tragedies. This incident was just another example.
Iris, I'm sorry, but I can't accept that. I'm a man of science. I don't believe in spiritual power. Oh yeah, does science explain those psycho-locks, bro?
Yes, I understand. Most people don't.
And I am certain that the thing that killed the victim was a human. So please, answer me this simple question. Were you the one who killed Elisa Donim?
No. I'm not the one who took her life.
Those psycho-lock things aren't appearing. I suppose that means I can believe that she's not lying.
What's wrong?
I can't believe what I'm thinking. And here I just finished saying that I don't believe in spiritual power. It appears that's about all you can tell me.
Thank you very much for listening to my story.
I visited Wright at the hospital before coming here. He asked me to take care of you.
Me?
Yes, at the trial tomorrow. He asked me to defend you.
If Mr. Wright has that much faith in you, Mr. Edgeworth, then I will gladly entrust my fate to your capable hands.
But before that, I have one question.
Yes?
Do you know Wright?
Why would you ask that?
Whenever you came up in our conversation, he would begin to act a little strange.
Mr. Edgeworth, what is Mr. Wright to you?
He is a very dear and indispensable friend.
It was 5 years ago. That's when I deceived him.
You deceived him?
I heard that he was in a lot of pain afterwards because of what happened. I know what a weak person I am. That's why I thought it was best if he never saw me again. I wanted him to just forget about me, without learning the truth.
Well, if you ask me, Wright is still suffering. And until he learns the truth, I don't think he will ever be able to truly recover. Iris, it's not too late. You should go to him. Tell him the truth. I'll defend you, but only if you agree to that one condition.
All right, Mr. Edgeworth. I promise.
Very well. I'll do everything in my power to get you an acquittal.
Ooh, edgy, softer side.
That's enough information gathering for now. I should head to the crime scene.
Yes, notice how they didn't say go do the Magatama. Oh wow, they burned like almost the entire bridge.
It sure is cold, all right. So this is it, Dusky Bridge.
Oh wow, it's you, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh.
Ugh, Detective Gumshoe. Long time no see. It's been about a year, or has it been longer? It doesn't matter, Detective. What does matter is why you're shuffling around up here. Oh, ouch! And there's that sharp left jab. Well, I'm happy to see you anyway, Mr. Edgeworth. Let me guess, you were transferred by HR to the local precinct? A wise decision. The vast amount of nothing up here should be quite easy to guard. I heard you were back in the country and arranged to come all the way out here. Everybody was real nice. They even let me take charge of the investigation, sir. Gumshoe indeed. Like gum on your shoe, he's impossible to get rid of. I'm supposed to report on the details of the crime scene, sir. Anyway, here I am, Detective Dick Gumshoe, reporting for duty. Great. Thank you, Detective. I thought Prosecutor Godot was gonna get here before me. That guy's a real mystery, I tell you. Prosecutor Godot? I just got back into the country, so I don't really know much about the case. It's simple. Well, simple is as simple does, as they say. Oh, you've got no idea how much I've missed that biting sarcasm of yours, sir. But seriously, this one's a piece of cake. There's a witness that saw the whole thing. A witness? Yeah, that Bikini lady. Bikini lady? Here, on this freezing cold mountain? Well, you should talk to her yourself if you want the details, sir. I may have to talk to this Bikini lady. I mean, decisive witness myself. So this is the bridge that Wright fell through? Yep, I can't imagine being that reckless myself. Look before you cross, is how it goes, right? Or was that leap? And is there something on the other side? Yeah, some old building they call the Inner Temple. But we can't get over there without a bridge, sir. What? Nobody lives there, so it's usually not a problem. But someone was at the Inner Temple doing some training, and now they're stuck there. Yes, I heard that from Wright. It's Maya Fey. Oh no, her again? Anyway, the air's really turbulent right now, so we can't do an aerial extraction. No one's gonna be able to reach the Inner Temple until tomorrow, sir. Will she be alright in this cold? So how did this bridge burn down, anyway? We're almost 100% sure it was lightning. Lightning? Yeah, as if. You're telling me the bridge caught on fire due to a fluke bolt of lightning? Yep, last night it snowed for the first time in 3 days. It's a little unusual for lightning to occur during snowfall like that. But according to the weather data, lightning definitely struck. I see. This is a very detailed weather report. Almost too detailed. It even has the exact time that the lightning struck the bridge. Oh, that? Well, we got that information from the witness's testimony. Someone actually saw the lightning hit the bridge. Who is this witness? Sorry. I'll go ask one of the local cops later, sir. So who is this Prosecutor Godot? I've never heard of him. Yeah, he's a new guy. Showed up after you left the country. He's a complete rookie, but nobody can say a bad word about the guy. What kind of a man is... I thought like 4 episodes ago somebody was like... Even Edgeworth was like, yes, Prosecutor Godot is the best prosecutor in the country. So why do you not know who he is then? What kind of a man is he? He just became a prosecutor recently, but he's good, sir. Real good. If he's so good, how is it that I've never heard of him? Is he the lead prosecutor on this case? You bet he is. After all, you-know-who is right in the middle of it. You-know-who? Phoenix Wright, of course. For some reason, Godot has really got it in for Mr. Wright. Oh? Yeah, he seems to have some kind of a grudge. And what would be the cause of this grudge? I don't know. Maybe he made fun of his mask or something. None of this is making any sense. I better look into this Godot myself. Alright, what can you tell me about... you? I feel like I've seen this girl somewhere before. She wasn't from a prior case, was she? Nope, can't be. We did a database search with her fingerprints and came up with nothing. I see. I just can't shake this nagging feeling. Well, everyone knows that you're quite popular with the ladies, sir. Maybe she's an old girlfriend that you sent to Dumpsville when you were younger. Detective, where did you hear such nonsense from? I didn't hear it from anyone. It's just sort of how I imagine you to be, sir. Do I really inspire this sort of frothing desire from the female masses? According to some of the people I talk to, yes. I usually hear about promising young prosecutor candidates while they're still in school, but I've never seen or heard of this person. I gotta admit, he's puzzling, alright. He just appeared one day, big mug of steaming coffee in his hand. He sounds like an interesting man. Yeah, the whole prosecutor's office is really into double espresso macchiatos lately. There's a lot we don't know about this victim. We don't know her real name, her background, we don't know anything, really. She's Misty Faye. That's rather odd. If she was trying to hide her identity, why would she become an author? I'll bet it was just one of those things, you know? She probably never expected to get so popular. I mean, that is true. Hold on a second. Excuse me. He's supposed to be Miss Elisa Donham's apprentice or something. I see. Yeah, he drew a nice portrait of me. That's nice. But he made me pay him 50 cents for it. I'm sorry about that. You don't seem very interested in him, Mr. Edgeworth. I really don't want to talk about him, that's why. Whenever something happens, this guy always shows up like he hasn't got a care. In fact, you know what? Every time he shows up, I always wonder the same thing. Maybe somehow he's actually the cause of all these incidents. I wonder if Gumshoe has realized it yet, but you could say the exact same thing about him. Alright, that's all of that. Present you with some, you know anything about the Iris's hood? No? Okay. You know anything about the Hanging Scroll? No? Okay. Do you know anything about the Hazakura Temple map? You sure don't. Oh, Cold New Year's issue? No? Photo of Elisa? Oh, it's the same thing. And weather data. No? Alright then. We are done with you, sir. Move along. Oh, I thought that was like a Mario warp pipe. That is a bell. A green bell. Yo, Edgy, what took you so long? I'm so cold my brain's turned to sherbet. I knew it was a mistake to race back to this country. What do you mean? Wright is going to be fine, and the case itself isn't anything unusual. And I find myself taking a request to defend a woman accused of murder. Hey, wait a sec. Hold it! Objection! What's going on here, Mr. Edgeworth? It's hard to explain, but one thing led to another, and... What kind of lame excuse is that? And you call yourself a defense attorney? Prosecutor Edgeworth is a prosecutor, and that's why he's Prosecutor Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth, defense attorney, just sounds plain old weird, pal. Right, Prosecutor Edgeworth? I'm not sure what role I'm supposed to be playing anymore.
Dude, Edgy. I don't see you for a couple years and your heart turns to sherbet.
I'd say more like sorbet. It is rather cold here.
Iris didn't murder her. Someone else did it. I just know it, okay? So trust me on this one.
Ever the romantic, aren't you, Larry? Nevertheless, I'll do whatever I can to prove her innocence. At least until I pass the baton on to Wright, that is. Well, if Iris didn't do it, literally Bikini's the only other person that could have done it. She's the only other character here. Unless Pearl did it. It was Pearl. She underwent some spiritual training of her own and possessed a deadly spirit who wanted to kill Elisa Dotem. Why do we have to talk to you?
Man, I'm telling you, Iris is so cute. Right, Edgy? You think so too, don't you?
Damn, for my waifu ranking, am I gonna have to make a separate category for Iris, Melissa Foster, and Dahlia Hawthorne? Jesus. A woman who goes by many names. But not your last name. Oh, damn. That means you ain't never gonna marry her.
What's wrong? Why are you so quiet?
To put it simply, your comment has me highly concerned. Could it be that the reason you think she's innocent...
Come on, a girl that cute can't possibly be a murderer.
I was right after all. I should never have come back.
No, don't worry. I see things for how they really are this time, honest.
If I had a penny for every time he said that.
It's just that, well, Iris is a delicate flower. You can't force things too much, know what I mean?
Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about, Larry.
Oh, forget it. I didn't say anything.
Larry, where were you and what were you doing on the night of the crime? Larry?
What? Don't tell me. You think I might have done it?
What?
Get lost! Go back on your charter jet and get out of my sight, you creep! And I hope your plane crashes and you die!
Wow. I'll ask just one more time. On the night of the murder, where were you and what were you doing? As I suspected, psycho locks.
I'm sorry, man. You know me, I just don't remember. My short-term memory is a wreck, dude.
Of course. I wonder if you... Oh, we can check this weather data. Snow with occasional lightning strikes. Snow 7 to approximately 10:50 p.m. Lightning 10 to approximately 11 p.m. Lightning struck Dusky Bridge at 10:45. Around 30 minutes passed between the fire starting and going out. If lightning struck the bridge before the murder scream rang out, then could the perpetrator have fled across the bridge even? Well, Bikini says she saw Dahlia Hawthorne do the murder, so then she would scream. But then the bridge is already on fire at that point. I don't need to talk to you about anybody. Except probably Iris. I have a feeling that she's hiding something.
Could be. After all, she's shy and gets embarrassed pretty easily.
I don't think that has anything to do with it.
Why not? Look, I know all about this kind of thing. Come on, Edgy. You were a guy once. Lots of girls are like Iris. You know I'm right.
Well, you most certainly seem to have convinced yourself.
Man, I love shy girls like her. It's just so cute. You know what I mean?
Still doesn't listen to others, I see. I guess some people just never change.
I still can't believe it. She was such a great person. But someone's pinning this murder on my sweet little Iris. Edgy, please. I'm counting on you.
Well, frankly, I was hoping you could give me a little more than that.
Well then... I got it! I'll draw you a portrait. How about that?
Since you're kind enough to offer, all right. I Don't know why I would want that. Okay, you're useless. Let's go to the main hall. Sister Bikini. Huh. Hey, hello there. So how are you feeling? Alright, I suppose. Huh? Who is this? My name is Miles Edgeworth. My. A handsome boy such as yourself is always welcome. If circumstances weren't so tragic, I might just... Please don't call me boy. I'm sorry to trouble you, but I'm looking for a woman in a bikini. Well, you have found her. Now what can I do for you? I'm sorry, but I don't see any bikinis. If you ask nicely, I might give you a peek, big boy. Mr. Edgeworth? This is the head nun, Sister Bikini. She's the witness. Why didn't you tell me that earlier? This is exactly why your salary keeps on getting cut. My stomach is already growling in protest. So, what's the latest about my beloved Iris? Beloved? You're the one who said she did that shit. Well, first, I want to hear what you know. First, I'd like to ask you about last night. Well, last night, we had an acolyte here for training. After dinner, the two of us went to the training hall in the inner temple. She must be talking about Maya. Approximately what time was that? I suppose it was about 9 p.m. There's no p.m. in there. I suppose it was about 9 when we left here. Training lasts all night long. It's extremely exhausting. The channeling dojo's head nun must be in attendance at all times to keep watch. Wow, you're right. That does sound exhausting. Detective, this is no time for flattery. Sorry. Sometime around 11, you witnessed the incident in the courtyard, but your duty was in the inner temple. Why did you come back here? The way you're staring at me, I'm starting to get goosebumps. I'm starting to get goosebumps myself, but for a decidedly different reason. Oh, you get the chills pretty easy, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? Alright then. I'd like you to tell me exactly what you saw in the courtyard. It must have been past 11. No! I can't say it! It's too much for my poor heart! Hey, calm down, lady. Let go of my tie. I saw 2 people. One of them was lying on the ground. The other one was stabbing her from the back. With a sword. Oh wow, that went completely through her body. Did you see this criminal with your own eyes? I didn't want to believe what I was seeing, but it was Iris. You must have been quite shocked. Of course she was. Try putting yourself in her shoes. It'd be like if you were stabbing Mr. Wright smack in the middle of a courtroom, and I happened to witness it from the witness stand. I'd be pretty shocked too. I know it sounds insane, but that's what I saw. And when I finally realized what I was seeing, I screamed, and then I passed out. Unfortunately for us, her testimony seems to be pretty solid. However, the idea of Iris doing such a foul act seems unnatural. Unnatural? The girl I know simply isn't capable of this sort of foulness. I wonder what she means by that. So who is this acolyte that was to train at the Inner Temple? Her name is Maya Fey. I treated her very badly, I'm ashamed to say. And after she went through the trouble of signing up for the special course... Special course? It's a training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant 30,000 times. You don't mean to tell me she's still doing that over at the Inner Temple, do you? No, of course not. You don't have to worry about that one little bit. Last night, we still hadn't started the training session itself. Well, that's good to hear. Oh, dear, there's one thing I forgot to tell you. Uh-oh, I don't think I like the sound of this. Do you know that small girl? I believe she is Mystic Maya's little sister. Maya has a little sister? Oh, you mean Little Pearl. That's Maya Fey's cousin. Little Pearl? I thought she was going to visit Mystic Elise after we'd finished with dinner cleanup. but I haven't seen her at all since late last night. She's nowhere to be found. You mean she was with the victim? It's all the fault of my stupid, creaky old back. A little girl who was with the victim on the night of the murder is gone. As they say, the plot thickens. As the head nun, it's your duty to stay with the acolyte at all times, correct? Yes, that's correct. I know I may look strong, but the truth is, I've got a bad lower back. A bad lower back? Yes, it's especially bad in the winter. So bad that I can't even lift a bucket. Do you remember how cold it was last night? My bad back felt as stiff as frozen glass. I just wanted to take a nice hot bath to ease my aching back. That's why I returned to the main hall. So you left the disciple all alone? Don't be ridiculous, I would never do that. That's why I ordered Iris to the inner temple after she had rung the bell for lights out. Yes, but she never went to the inner temple, did she? So did this head nun actually see Iris there? I think I'd better try to get some more details. You said you went with Maya to the training hall in the inner temple last night. Did you happen to see Iris while you were there? Of course I saw her. I told her to meet us after ringing the 10 bell for lights out. So you're saying Iris came to the inner temple then? Of course she did. Iris has always been a good, obedient girl. After that, I had Iris help Mystic Maya begin her training. But that doesn't fit with Iris's story at all. She said that she never went to the inner temple. As they say, the plot thickens. Again. Well, 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 that's a demon warding hood. Acolytes are highly susceptible to possession by evil spirits, you know. That's why we always wear these for protection. Oh, I see. What are you waiting for? You won't get any protection just by holding it, you know. Put it on already. No, I can't. I was just... It's like it was made just for you, Mr. Edgeworth. What do you mean by that, detective? It looks absolutely marvelous! You've just gotta keep it on for a while. Is this some sort of divine retribution? Huh. Ah! Well, 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 look what you found! That's the master of the Korean channeling technique, Mystic Misty Faye. Faye. It's been nearly 20 years since Mystic Misty's disappearance. Apparently, she intended to pass on the master title to her daughter. Who is this daughter? Well, I myself am part of a branch family of the Faye clan, but even I am not privy to information concerning the main family. Okay, no. Oh! How could such a terrible thing have happened? It's all my fault! Well, come on, lady. I don't think you need to take all the blame yourself. Quiet! What do you know anyway? Ouch, you're scary. With that stupid 5 o'clock shadow and that stupid old coat of yours, it's too bad that you weren't the one that disappeared. Why does she have to take it all out on me? Her anger does seem a little manufactured. Oh, you don't know about the weather report either, huh? Okay. She's a very important visitor, you know, an honored acolyte. Honored? How so? The Fae name is synonymous with the Korean channeling technique. Therefore, she must be a spirit medium of great power indeed. Now that you mention it, 1 year ago, there was a case that was about the master of the Korean channeling technique. Detective, I detest talk of supernatural drivel. I suppose now you'll say she has midichlorians. Oh, so it gives you the creeps, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? That's got nothing to do with it. Star Wars reference? Come on now. I don't even know if that was accurate.
Oh, this poor girl. Where could she have gone?
Well, we checked out her home and she's not there.
And she's nowhere in the vicinity of the temple either.
Which means there's only a few other possibilities as to where she could be. Ah, do you think maybe she fell off the bridge and was carried downstream? Why do you have to be such a pessimist, detective? I was just trying to think like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Ironic. I became a pessimist only after I had the pleasure of working with you.
Alright. Well, that's gonna do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.